Hey guys, I found my first shrimplet. How cool is that? It's very cool. I am beyond happy today. There's good days in the fish room. Sometimes there's not so good. And then there's days like this where it's great. Seeing that tiny little baby and my whole day just perked right up. Isn't it amazing how this hobby and certain aspects of it can really just delight you? And it can also, sometimes it can turn things not so good, but we roll with the punches and we take the good with the bad. But today is definitely a very good day. We're checking out this female here. I think she's the one that had dropped the baby, because look at that, look at her stomach. It's just, she has so many baby shrimplets there just waiting to be released. I have three buried females right now, and this one over here, that one looks, she's pretty fat, but I'm not sure if she's quite ready or not. And then there is one more, a good-sized girl that has a nice, you can see the buried, there she is right there, back in the background there. She's doing quite well. She's probably the second one in line. But this one right here is the very first one that in my other video that we created a monster. If you go back in the see my videos on that, this is the one that was in that video. And so yeah, seen that first little blue dream shrimplet, and now I'm just waiting to see if we can see another one here. Now my eyes aren't terrible, but they're not good either. I mean, I wear glasses, and so during this footage, I mean, it's very possible that I will miss something. And if you happen to see a shrimplet, please let me know at the time in the video that you see it. A baby shrimplet, not an adult. And that way I can go back to it and I can hit the time that you put on there, and I can maybe see where it is. That would be very, very helpful. I would really appreciate that. So we'll just kind of look around here and see if we can see. I really hope that little shrimplet comes back out. It was so cool. And we got the steamroller coming through here. Another thing that gives me concern a little bit. I mean, I'm never going to get rid of my snails, so I suppose that worst case scenario is I can just put them in their own tank. But from what I've seen on Mark Shelley's Aquatics, these shrimp actually benefit from being in tanks with snails, because I think that the snail they eat it, and I think it's beneficial for them in their digestion or something. I'm sure there's people out there that know a lot more about it than that, but I've been doing a little research and I've seen the same thing, that they say that snails are beneficial for the shrimp. So it's like a match made in heaven in my tank, because I have a lot of snails. Maybe too many in this tank. But the water quality is good in there, and I keep it in a steady pace, which also I've observed that keeping the parameters steady without any big adjustments or anything is really good for the shrimp, to keep it on a steady keel. So I hope that little shrimplet comes out, because she's ready to drop some more, and I cannot wait to see all these little babies running around this tank. It's so nice. So when I found that in the beginning of this video, I seen that little shrimplet. For the last 3 days, I've been adding, just went around there, some of the baby food, the shrimp baby. That's food by Glass Garden. I forgot to buy my food from Mark Shelley, but I'm going to be getting that in my next order of shrimp. But anyway, for the last 3 days, I've been putting a tiny little portion in this tank just in the in the evening before I head up, and just in case they drop their babies overnight. And I'm sure there's probably plenty of biofilm in here and other stuff for the shrimplets to eat, but I just want to make sure they get enough to eat, because they are tiny. So I've been doing that, and now that I see that, they'll be getting a tiny portion every day until they can see them a little better, and then just have to adjust the food accordingly. I know that overfeeding is a bad thing, so I just give a tiny little bit, just a smidge. And I'm sure that if any of the food hits the bottom there, that I'm sure the snails will probably hoover it up just as much as, probably more than what the shrimp actually do. So they're not getting overfed. But look at that tummy on that girl right there. Wow. It's hard to say how many little shrimplets she's got there. I think I read it was like anywhere between 20 and 50 or something on average. I don't know. I have to do some more research on it, but whatever it is, even if it's only 5, I'll be very happy to see these little guys. So, all right, so let's just take the rest of the video now to keep your eyes peeled, guys, for those shrimplets, and let me know with the timestamp. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next video. Enjoy the rest of the footage, and I'm going to go ahead and watch it along with you. Bye-bye.